Before I start my presentation, I'd like to mention a quote. We make the world we live in and shape our own environment, by Horizon Sweetwater. So I'm sure that you have a brief idea on what my presentation is about today. So, yes, environment. So, a very good morning I bid to Miss Adeline and my fellow mates. I am Javin Chew from Chemical Engineering Department, and currently I'm doing my second year and major in Environmental Sustainability and Development. So, for information, I've done my pre-internship in Efficient Carbon Sdn Bhd during my semester break last year, and this company specializes in activated carbon manufacturing. So, I'm going to share with you about my topic, activated carbon, better world. So, before I start, I would like to show you about my brief outline. So, the first, statistic of pollution, followed by what is activated carbon, production process, application, finally, conclusion. So, you might be questioning about the relevance of the topic today. So, it is an open secret that pollution around us is getting worse and worse day by day. So, this eventually leads to climate changes. So, from the statistics shown on the screen, you can see that water pollution is getting worse in the recent years, whereby air pollution index is also another big issue in our daily life now. So, everyone has the responsibility on the awareness of the environment. So, in the digital era, we have now discovered activated carbon to change and improve this condition. Activated carbon has a porosity high surface area as it absorbs impurities, colors, and contaminants. This contributes to earth recovery and pollution control technology. So, speaking of performance, activated carbon is one of the most effective absorbents in the world now. Why do we say so? Can you imagine that only 1 gram of activated carbon, it contributes to 3,000 meters square of surface area. So, before I start how activated carbon works, I would like to clarify a term that I will be frequently used today. So, adsorption, ADSORPTION. So, what is adsorption? So, let me explain you an analogy for your better understanding. So, imagine this is a bread. For situation 1, you pour a cup of water on it, and the bread will be soaked with the water thoroughly. For the second situation, the bread is spread on butter, and the butter will only stick onto the surface of the bread, but not in depth. So for the first situation, we call it as absorption, AB, and for the second situation, we call it adsorption, AD. So this is why surface area is emphasized in activated carbon. So, how is activated carbon produced in the first place? There are 8 basic steps, which are co-selection, plant operation, pulverizing, pre-agglomeration, crushing, baking, activation, and screening. So next, you guys might be wondering on what are the applications of activated carbon in our daily life. So, there are 3 main applications that I will be talking today: gas purification, chemical purification, and water treatment. So for gas purification, it removes dust, odor, and oil vapors. And the application will be astronaut spacesuit and nuclear reactor. Next, chemical purification. Activated carbon acts as an absorbent to remove color pigment and organic impurities. And the application in the industries will be chemical reactor, pharmaceutical processes, and organic winemaking. So last but not least, water treatment. So activated carbon remove chlorine, pollutants, organic matters, odor, color, contaminants in wastewater for water treatment purposes. And it's generally used for spill cleanup, groundwater mediation, and drinking water filtration. So previously we have talked about adsorption. So now the role of adsorption plays in activated carbon So now I'm going to present about the role of absorption plays in activated carbon. So all the material will be going through the carbon filter, and this carbon filter consists of many layers. And these many layers will have consist of activated carbon and purifying materials. So here, absorption occurs and purified materials will be obtained. So what are the purified materials? Clean air, clean water, and clean chemicals. So in short, the idea of using activated carbon for pollution control technology is highly feasible in the industries. For example, it's used in gas purification, chemical purification, and water treatment, as I mentioned just now. So I would like to end my presentation with a quote: "Environmental pollution is an incurable disease and it can only be prevented," by Barry Commoner. So dear friends, let's wake up before it's too late. Thank you. Okay, so now we'll proceed to our Q&A session. So any question? Sure.
How does activated carbon are made?
Actually, activated carbon are made from carbon, which is made from carbonaceous material such as wood, coal, bamboo, and even petroleum pitch. Yeah, next. Anyone else?
Can activated carbon be reactivated after being used?
Yes, activated carbon can be reactivated after being used. There are two methods. One is physical and one is chemical. For the physical, is using thermal activation, and for the chemical, we'll be using acids to reactivate the activated carbon. So any more?
What is the difference between activated carbon and activated charcoal?
So activated carbon is actually same with activated charcoal, but then the thing is, activated charcoal, there's oxygen, it contains oxygen in it, so which this support that activated charcoal is actually supports combustion and is not a good absorbent since most of the pore is occupied. But for activated carbon, is lessly occupied by oxygen, or can be mentioned that it's almost zero oxygen absorbed on the pores of activated carbon. So activated carbon is a good absorbent for all this filtration. So any else? No? Alright. I wish that all your doubts are cleared after my presentation today. Thank you.